Sabhaya Namaha. Srimad Ramayanam was originally composed by the sage Valmiki, whom we consider the first poet, especially in Sanskrit language. Valmiki, with the advice of the sage, divine sage Narada, turned from a robber to a saint by chanting the holy mantra called Rama. Such robber who turned into a sage by the blessings of Lord Rama began to compose Ramayanam with 7 cantos and 24,000 verses. Verses mean shlokas. What a beauty of Ramayana. Ramayana we see 24,000 verses of the epic poem. Gayatri Mantra has 24 Bijaksharas. Taking each and every Bijakshara, Valmiki composed 1000 slokas. Mean 24 into 1000 is equal 24,000 slokas were composed with 7 cantos by the sage Valmiki. That means if we chant once Gayatri Mantra, it gives the fruit of reading the entire Ramayana, possesses 7 cantos and 24,000 verses. How link was created? Such a great Ramayana of Sanskrit got its fame and name from that day to this day. Later days, it was translated by many poets and many regional languages. The poets wrote Ramayana on their own views. We can see so many Ramayanas. Ranganatha Ramayana, Molla Ramayana, Kamba Ramayana in Tamil, Molla Ramayana in Telugu, Tulasidas ji Ramacharita Manas. Like that, so many poets wrote the great history, great story of Rama with their own vision, with their own dimensional way. In this way, now we are coming to the Tamil poet Kambar, who got his fame by composing Ramayana in Tamil language, which attained very much glory. He never missed the plots created by Valmiki. Without missing the plots and scenario, he added his own views in multi-dimensional way. Even though Kamba Ramayanam for Tamil people of Tamil Nadu or anywhere loved very much, we cannot forget the valuable description given by the poet Kambar. I want to introduce the Tamil poet Kambar and his Ramayana towards the future generation, who even forgot the sage Valmiki was the first poet and composer of Ramayana. That's why we should not miss any our cultural and heritage, etc. of traditions. For this sake, I am uploading these videos for the future generations. You people should subscribe and make others to subscribe and propagate through your WhatsApp media, emails, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, etc., etc., etc. Why? Because not for my sake, only for future generation. I am working hard, preparing notes, completing 199th video today. Within 2 days, I am going to release 200th video. The title is ISKCON and Services. See, I am working. You also work for the future generation. Lord Rama will bless you. Okay? Now, I am going for Tamil poet Kambar. Before that prayer, Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitayaha Pataye Namaha. Kambar mean Kamban is as usual addressed by the Tamil people. Terayundur village near Nagapattinam district, India, between 1180 to 1250 was a medieval Tamil poet and the author of Ramavataram, popularly known as Kamba Ramayanam, the Tamil version of Ramayana. Kambar also authored other literary works in Tamil such as Tirukkai Vazhakkam, Erezhupattu, Sailezhupadu, Kangai Puranam, Sadagopar Andadi, and Saraswati Andadi. These are his works. Let us see Kambar's life. Kambar belonged to the Vuvachar Archakar caste. It means traditionally priests in South India. However, he was brought up in household of a wealthy farmer named Sadayappa Vallal in Vennai Nellur in Tamil Nadu. The Chola king, having heard of this talented bird, summoned him to his court and honored him with the title Kavi Chakravarti. Kamban flourished in Terayundur village in culturally rich Nagapattinam district in the modern state of Tamil Nadu in South India. Kamban was a great scholar of India's two ancient and rich languages, Sanskrit and Tamil. In a scholarly biography, Kavi Chakravarti Kamban is the famous one in our Indian culture and tradition. His Kamba Ramayanam. The original version of Ramayanam was written by Valmiki. It is an epic of 24,000 slokas, which depicts the journey of Rama, a prince of Ayodhya who belonged to Raghuvamsha, means Solar dynasty. In Hinduism, Rama is considered seventh incarnation of Lord Vishnu, one of the Trimurti, the Hindu Holy Trinity, which includes Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. The Ramavataram or Kamba Ramayanam of Kamba is an epic of about 1100 stanzas, as opposed to Valmiki's 24,000 couplets, verses, slokas. The Rama Avataram or Rama Kadai, as it was originally called, was accepted into the holy precincts in the presence of Vaishnava Acharya Natha Munigal. Kamba Ramayanam is not a verbal translation of the Sanskrit epic by Valmiki, but a retelling of the story of Lord Rama. I think you might have understood. The legend has it that the entire episode was written in one night by Lord Ganesha. See, Ganesha is said to have written poems that Kambar dictated to him during the night, as Kambar procrastinated, delayed the work till the day before the deadline set by the king. There is also a legend, Vattakuttar, an eminent Tamil poet and a contemporary of Kambar, also composed Ramayanam. Tradition has it that Vattakuttar was ahead of Kambar, as the former had already finished 5 cantos. But when the king asked for an update, Kamba, a master of words, lied that he was already working on the Setu Bandhanam, upon which Vattakuttar, feeling dejected, threw away all his work. Feeling guilty, Kambar recovered the last two chapters to Ottakuttar's composition added into his own. Kambar's praise. Many Tamil poets, statesmen, kings and common people have praised Kambar for his Kambaramayanam, which has more than 10,000 songs and more than 45,000 lines, forming one of the greatest epics of Tamil. A common word of praise attributed to Kambar is that even the mill in his house would sing, Kambar Vittu Kattu Thariyum Kavi Paadum. He is considered a special in song and poems under Virudappa. Kamba Sutram is a phrase used by Tamil people in their day-to-day activity. It was actually originally Kamba Chittiram, only denoting Kamban's